This is the 272nd Taiku in the Babylonian Talmud. It is in Tractate Chulin 69a, page 69a. This Taiku is the Taiku of Wednesday, March 18th, 2026, which is Yom Revi'i, which means the fourth day of the week. The 29th day of Adar, the last day of Adar. We are, the month of Nisan is upon us, let's put it that way. We're entering into Nisan right now. It's at nighttime now, so we're actually moving into the new month, the new moon. And the parsha of the week is Vayikra. New beginnings, springtime, and the Daf Yomi is in Tractate Menachot, page 66, which is an auspicious number because the number 66 is the number of the page of when I first started this whole Daf Yomi thing altogether. I started in Tractate Kedushin, page 66, which was, interestingly enough, the 18th day of October. Today's the 18th day of March, but it was also the 18th day of October in 2023. Now it's March 18th, 2026, and I started the Daf Yomi, doing Daf Yomi every day on April 18th. October 18th, 2023. So back to the Taiku. This is the Taiku of March 18th, 2026, which is the 29th day of Adar of 5786. The parsha is Vayikra, and Daf Yomi is 66. And here it goes, the 272nd Taiku in Tractate Chulin, page 69a, with the words V'hachi kamibayalan. V'hachi kamibayalan, ma'hu ligmoa et chelbo. Chelev de'al baloke v'yarminachai dami. U'shirei hainam lo yishna. And this is the dilemma that we are raising. This is the dilemma that we are raising. What is the halacha with regard to drinking the milk of a fetus whose limb is forbidden? Isn't regular milk of a normal animal comparable to a limb of a living animal, given that it is taken from a live animal and yet it is permitted? If so, this milk too should be no different. And the milk of a fetus whose limb is forbidden? Does a fetus have milk? I don't understand what they mean. Drinking the milk of a fetus? How do you drink the milk of a fetus? Maybe it's a typo? Fetuses don't have milk. Okay? Anyway. If so, this milk too should be no different, and although the milk comes from an animal whose limb is forbidden as a limb from a living animal, as it was not permitted through the slaughter of its mother, nevertheless, the milk should be permitted. Or perhaps, Hasam isle tekanta lisura b'shchita, hachalesle tekanta lisura b'shchita tegu. Perhaps there, with regard to regular milk, the Torah waives the prohibition of a limb from a living animal, as there is a rectification for its prohibition through slaughter. But here, with regard to a fetus whose limb is forbidden as a limb from a living animal, there is no rectification for its prohibition through slaughter. The Gemara accepts that this was the dilemma, but concludes that no resolution was found, and so the dilemma shall stand unresolved. I'm not sure I understand exactly this case. If maybe the English translators made a mistake, or if it's actually what they're saying, I don't see what they mean by drinking the milk of a fetus. Maybe is this something I don't know? Do fetuses have milk? They're asking if you drank milk of a fetus. A fetus is an unborn baby. How does that have milk? So, anyway, in any case, that is the 272nd Taiku. We need to wait for the Messiah for the answer to this Taiku.